Okay, what's going on? Kieran from Fingers Crossed, and it's not clickbait. I actually won my locals again. I don't think it's because I'm a good player. Generally don't. I think it's just my locals at the moment are there's a lot of like random decks. Like someone was playing Monarch, someone was playing Gravekeepers who I played against. There was Dino, there was Tri-Brigade, someone was playing Amazement. It's just like totally random. It's just weird. I think everyone's just having fun at the moment, where it's still not like kind of Konami sanctioned. So yeah, just really enjoying it, and yeah, I'm getting W's, I'm getting wins. So yeah, really, like, I'm not gonna lie, in test hands, I did not like this deck. I did not enjoy it. I thought it was a bit boring, a bit bad, but the deck is completely different when you play against somebody, I found. So when you're playing against someone, like the interaction, depending on what they've got, depends on what you do and stuff like that. So it's absolutely crazy. When X and O played against Dinosaurs, that was a 2-1. Gravekeepers, that was a 2-1 victory. And then I played actually a half mirror match. I played Lyrilisk Tri-Brigade, and the Zoodiac the engine there just helped because I lost the die roll, and yeah, it was a really good game. The first game was like 25 minutes and it was backwards forwards. He built his board, I broke it. And then he broke my board, then I broke his board again. It was absolutely a wild first game, but I took it. And then the second game, he went first, but I just basically made Zeus and won from Zeus. So yeah, so fortunately as well, I actually managed to pull a Diviner of the Herald from the packs that I won. So absolutely buzzing with that. Not too bad, £6 entry, getting 3 wins, and then obviously pulling a Diviner to top the locals off. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, let's get into the deck profile. Right, so obviously you already saw Imperial Order there. So you've got 3 Fractile. He is your starter. He's the one that you mostly want, and like obviously he's a 1900 booty, so absolutely massive. He's so good. Then for the rest of the names, I'll just do the names quickly. Got 2 Keras, 3 Kit, like this, and 3 Nerval. So Keras, I think you can't play it more than 2 because it's a bit of a brick. You just want it to extend. And then obviously Nerval and Kit are obviously you're gonna Fractile send Kit, Kit send Nerval, Nerval add. Normally I add Keras if I'm honest. Because I normally have another name in my hand, or you can just add Kit. It's up to you guys really. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. That's like the basic thing that I did every turn. But yeah, what more can you say? What can you say? This sends, this adds, broken, absolutely broken. Then for the Zoodiac lineup, we've got 1 Rat, 1 Riptail, and 1 Ram. I actually didn't see either of these in any of the games. So, played like 10 games or something like that. And Rat was actually the one that I saw all the time, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so basically, I didn't try to overextend because obviously he had a lot of other things. So I just, normal Rat, I just quickly made Gorbo, attack, make Zeus. Easy peasy. Yeah, well that's the Zoo lineup. Then into basically the reason that this deck is just so good is because you can just play just a shitload and a mess load of hand traps. So obviously excuse the rarities, my higher bumps are in a different deck. So we obviously play the Gamma package because it's so free. Anyone wants to try and ash any of your first 4 effects, you're going to Gamma them. Skullmeister is really good against like dinosaurs, and there's a lot of evil twins, so DD Crow, I wish I played this more, but yeah. And then Heavenly Zephyr. So I actually put this in because it's a wind and I can special summon it under Simorgh, but then I thought about it, they're not likely to be summoning something over 2000 attack. But to be honest, it gave me a 2k free body when people did try, and it kind of interrupted people and stopped them from doing what they wanted to do. So like for instance, Dinosaur summoned Dolka, and I summoned this, negated their Dolka. So it was honestly really good for that. and obviously it can't be negated, so they can't do anything about it. So yeah, that's the lineup I chose. I'll probably take this out. It was alright. I'll put it in there just to see what it was like, just to test, as we're only having fun at the moment at locals. But yeah, that's the hand traps that I chose to play. Then moving on, last monster, we do play it, statue. Absolutely broken. Can help you in a way, can help you survive a turn. So if you've got this and revolt, you can kind of survive a turn, especially against dinosaur. They would normal OV, and then if they beat over the Stormwinds, then I can just banish their OV with revolt by summoning Shrug. So that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I was quite a fan. Yeah. And on to our spells. So of course we do play 3 tanky. People are calling for this card to be hit on the ban list. Maybe make it semi, so you play 2. I don't know, just so it's a little bit less consistent. But yeah, what more can you say? Adds, so when I was going second, I would just add a zoo, and if I was going first, you obviously add Fractile because Fractile is broken. Then I do play 2 desires. I think I would take this out, to be honest. When I did do it, I always banished 2 revolt, and that's kind of not fun. So I think I would cut these 2 because I do have other ways to draw, and you kind of don't need it. You play so many names that like you play what, 6 Fractile basically with 10 key and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think I would really. I think I'll take these out, to be honest. Then the other kind of draw power would be talents. So obviously you just draw 2 when they try and interact on your turn, and yeah, pretty good. It's kind of annoying because the dinosaur player saw me play, saw I had it, so they didn't do anything. They did everything in standby phase, which is kind of irritating. I'm not gonna lie. Then we've got Barrage. Obviously, that's the last card for the Zoodiac. It's just basically another searcher. 1 cooled by because you want things to go through. 1 for 1 and 1 harpies. So 1 for 1 is actually pretty good because it just gets you into a name. So it puts 1 into the grave and it gets you another one. So I'll probably cut this as well, put something else. It wasn't great. When I saw it, it did help. I only saw it once, so maybe it's good. I'll have to try it out a little bit more. Then on to our traps. Of course, we do play 3 revolt. Hopefully this gets like in the next OTS pack, like a rarity bump into like a super. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it's really good. Basically, you only ever summon Shirag off it. I think one time I did summon the Link 3 because then that gives me a body, and then I used the Shirag I already had banish from summoning that, and obviously I had a Fractile in grave, so I just quick effect summoned the Fractile and then I added that back to my hand. And in another game I added a Zoodiac monster back to my hand, and then made Zeus. So yeah, really like this card. It is actually really good. Then the last few cards, I played 2 Imperm. I think I saw it a couple of times, but I only used it once. It wasn't amazing. I'm not really a big fan. I thought I played 3, but apparently only 2 strike. And then the last card, MVP, was Imperial Order. This card against Gravekeepers that I played in the second round, just stopped them. They basically scooped. I just did this and he went, yeah, good game, man. And I was like, what, really? Don't want to try? He was like, nah, man, everything spells. I can't do anything. And I was like, alright, fair enough. So yeah, that really helped. And then against Dinosaur, stopped them from making UCT, which was obviously good. If you can stop UCT, then you can kind of deal. I think the rest of the deck is kind of doable to deal with. UCT is obviously like their main threat. So Imperial Order was clutch. So good. Hopefully it doesn't get banned. See some people calling for his head, but let's hope it doesn't. Now onto the extra deck. So we play 1 Almirage. Let's put it in the middle. Yeah, we play Almirage. That's basically just you normal summon. So one of the games I had to normal summon Nerval, make Almirage, Nerval effect, add Fractile, then Fractile effects. So that's why that's in there. Then for the Tri-Brigade names, we've got 1 Ferrigit, 1 Bearbrum. Like, I get this card is good because it searches your revolt, but the limitation that you can only summon Tri-Brigade monsters after that, I don't really like that. I think that's a bit bullshit. Because then, like, realistically, if you could summon only Wing Beasts and Beast Warriors, it would be good because then you can make Simorg after this or with this. So yeah, that's kind of irritating, but it is a good card. 1 Rugal. Rugal has actually won me a couple of games, I'm not gonna lie. He was pretty good. And then 2 Shurag. Shurag is OP, man. This card is so good. Non-targeting banish. Helped me just like get rid of just problematic stuff, like getting rid of Lost World was one turn, getting rid of the Gravekeeper's field spell, because that was irritating, because it can't be destroyed by card effects when they had the fusion on. So yeah, this is the lineup for the Tri-Brigade stuff, and honestly, really, really good. I did find myself at one point wanting an extra Rugal, but I don't have space. There's nothing else that I would want, but yeah, these cards, standard, I believe. Then obviously, I think these are all kind of standard. I could do it like this. Got 1 Oath, made it a couple of times, it's very good. 1 Simorg, obviously, that's how you make your statue. 1 Appaloosa. Fortunately, against the Tri-Brigade player, I was worried because if I normal summoned, he had Ancient Dragon Lords on the field. So I was worried if I normal summoned, he was just going to bounce it. So I special summoned Kuras. No, normal summoned Kuras. And then with the bodies I had remaining, because like he used Jack in the Hand and stuff like that, I managed to make an Appaloosa, and then he was like, nah, shit. And then I managed to just beat over the statue and then play as much as I could. So yeah, Appaloosa was really good in that game. Only time I summoned it. Broadsword, never needed it. Like, to be honest, the Tri-Brigade spam themselves out so much, and you can just keep link summoning that you don't really need this. But it's there just in case. Those are it for the links. Then finally, obviously, you got standard package, you got Tiger Mortar, you got Chaka 9, got Dryden. Borbo was just so good. Managed to get the super rare one as well, and then obviously we got 1 Zeus. Basically won me the last game against the Tri-Brigade game. I didn't need to use these very much. Only against the Tri-Brigade did I have to use these. Everything else like was absolutely fine. But yeah, like broken Borbo is so good. It is such a good card. But to be honest, guys, yeah, like I would show you my extra deck, but it's basically the same as last week. It's basically the same. I don't really change my extra deck. Yeah, I would show you my side deck, guys, but I don't really change it, so it's kind of pointless to show you because I generally don't really change it. I just basically change the sleeves for whatever deck I'm playing. But yeah, guys, that's what I did. Genuinely, I was only playing this just to play it, just to see what it's like. When I was doing test hands, it's just a bit underwhelming. I just thought it was a bit bad. I don't understand the hype. But then when I was actually playing it at locals, it's actually so fun. It's actually quite a good deck, quite fun. So I was quite pleasantly surprised by that. And these cards are obviously crazy expensive right now. These are like 25 a piece in England. These are 25 a piece. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, really good deck, consistent deck. With the Zoodiac, I personally like that more. I think going second with the Zoodiac is just broken. But I've rambled on long enough. Obviously, guys, undefeated, won again locals. So hopefully I can do it again next week. I don't know what I'll be playing. Probably something random, Red Eyes or something. And then obviously to top it off by pulling a Herald. Oh, what? It was a good day, guys. It was a good day. But thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.